AMA National Championship Motocross here on Cycle World. We're in San Bernardino, California, Glen Helen Off-Highway Vehicle Park. That's where they do it in the dirt. And today we're doing it to a brand new format, a single main event to determine the overall winner. Most motocross events, if you have followed the action here on Prime Network, have taken two motos to come up with a winner. Today, though, as the gate has dropped, we're looking at a single race to determine the winner. Should be a lot easier to follow the action. That guy followed the action all the way down to the ground. Jim, that's not a good way to start.
That was David Pingree. Up front, Jeff Emig. We're going to see Emig here. If I was Emig, I'd want to pull away here in this 110-degree wheel.
I'd have to agree with you because look what's coming. Doug Henry on the inside made the most of a good move there. He passed Mike Metzger, to take over the number 2 position. Now, these two riders have chased each other throughout the series. They've chased each other in individual races. They have chased each other in overall standings and certainly in the championship point standings. They're running 1 and 2 in that order. Emig is on top and Doug Henry is in second, and this series is winding down. This is race number 8 of the 12-race series. I think they're going to take it to the wire. Excellent track out here. Roger DeCoster has carved this thing out of the side of a mountain, and he's just done a heck of a job, Jim.
Well, he's combined a little bit of the outdoor tracks with a little bit of the Supercross. You're going to notice a lot of whoop-de-doos in here, and there's a lot of doubles and a lot of long tabletops. So it is a really physically demanding track. And along with the 110-degree weather, the smog, it's going to be a big factor today.
Indeed, it will be a factor. That 110 degrees leaves a lot to be desired if you're a rider.
Well, it's hard to breathe in 110-degree weather, and also with the smog and everything. And like you said, this is a new format. One moto, they're not holding they're just running a hard pace here. They're not holding anything back. There's no second moto here today. It's a winner take all.
All the money, all the points, and all the glory. Let's take a look at the point standings in the 125cc National Championship race coming into this event. Emig has won 3 times, has 280 points. Only 3 points back is Doug Henry. Now, Henry has a single win, but he has been the more consistent of the two riders. I'd have to think, Jim, that the points chase will go down to these two.
Well, I have to agree with you. It is going to go down between Emig and Henry. But today, the most important thing that you forgot, it's double points. Normally, they only get 25 points for a single moto. Today, it's a big 50 points, and that presents a big factor. If one of these guys DNF that are leading this race here, like Emig, if he drops it, we're talking 50 points he's losing. You can bet the mechanics are worried that those bikes are going to finish.
Well, we've discussed the points. We've discussed the format. Let's get back to some race action. Doug Henry, rider number 16, is in second place in the championship series. He's in second place in the race, chasing Jeff Emig, the defending national champ. Right behind Henry is Michael Craig. He's a Team Kawasaki rider. And here's the battle for the number 4 position. Metzger running in fourth. Here comes Ezra Lusk, Team Suzuki. And Lusk rails around the outside. Lusk will take over the number 4 position. He does it with ease. Almost like Metzger says, what am I doing up here? Here comes a star. I'm going to get out of the way.
I don't know if he wanted to get out of the guy's way necessarily. I've been in both positions here as a factory rider and as a privateer. Sometimes as a privateer, you know a factory guy's behind you. It's a little bit too much pressure, so you just want to back off. On the other hand, Ezra Lusk, the door was open. He's going to take advantage of it because if he wants a chance to catch the leaders, he's going to have to get going.
That's a good point. He had to make his move and make it quickly. Meanwhile, the spectators are enjoying themselves. We hope you are too. Emig, Henry, Craig, and Lusk are the leaders. We'll be back with more action. Welcome back to Cycle World. It's AMA Outdoor National Championship Motocross. It's the Moto Fest, San Bernardino, California. We're looking at Doug Henry, who is currently holding down the number 2 position. He's and a crash. That's Jeremy McGrath. McGrath was running back at about mid-pack in the early going, had worked all the way up to 10th, Jim, and the soft sand got him.
The sand not only got him, a whole lot of riders got him. He might have been pushing hard. You know, he got a bad start there. When you're coming from the back of the pack, you have a tendency to push really hard.
Here are a couple of riders pushing hard. Emig out front, Doug Henry holding the number 2 position. Henry is right on Emig's rear wheel. We have got a battle coming up. Look at this. Henry goes to the inside, and Henry, wham, he just crowded Emig off the racetrack. Man, oh man, there are going to be some conversation in the pits, I have to think, between those two riders. That was kind of a marginal move. We need to go back and take another look at that action, and you can explain, Jim, how they got into that position and whether or not you think it was marginal or was it good.
I think it was a great move. It was a championship move. He just flat leaned in him. I think Emig should have backed off. I can guarantee you one thing, Larry, they're not going to buy each other the dinner tonight.
And I'll bet you in the Yamaha camp, they will not agree with your analysis. You're the expert. I'll bow to your opinion. Emig should have gotten out of the way, I guess, and let Doug Henry go through. In any event, Emig now is in the position that Henry was in. He has to play catch-up. On a track like this one, can Jeff Emig do that? Can he catch up? Or is Henry going to have to crash before Emig can regain that #1 position?
Well, I think Roger DeCosta did a good job on designing the track, and Blake Hamilton, the actual guy running the bulldozers, they designed this track where you can pass and it's easy to pass, and I think you can make up the time.
Interesting turn of events here in San Bernardino. It goes back to this new format, a single race with double points. That little interchange earned about 6 for Doug Henry. Take a look at his consistency in '93 that we had referred to earlier. A 4th, 1st, 2nd, 2nd, 3rd, then the 9th at Unadilla. What happened was a DNF in one of the 2 motos, and Henry was able to come back in the other moto and score maximum points with a win. Can't do that today. It's all being dumped into one, and Doug Henry wants to take full advantage of that. He'll walk out of here if the positions are maintained the way they are right now with the points lead in this 125cc National Championship Series. Oh, and Emig with another problem. Emig is off the track. He's sitting on the side. He looks disgusted. Evidently, he's through for the day. He's giving up. No, now he's cranking his bike again. Unbelievable turn of events, and now putting the bike is running again. I don't understand that, Jim. He should have been cranking on that bike hard. Instead, he stopped, took his goggles off. It's like he had given up, and now he's back into it. He lost a lot of time.
Well, I'm going to agree with you there, Larry. You did lose a lot of time. I wouldn't have took my goggles off. When my bike breaks like that, and when I was racing, I'm kicking and kicking that thing until it starts. I'm not going to take my goggles off and then put them back on.
Well, I think he's probably kicking and kicking himself. Here comes a move by Jeremy McGrath. McGrath has been able to use the track features that you referred to get back into the running in this thing. He has really come through the pack since that crash. He just went around Eric Keyhole, and I have to think that Supercross-style jumps, Supercross-style ruts and whoops is what has done this for Jeremy McGrath.
Well, he's a 93 250 Supercross champion, and I'm going to agree with you there. This track is designed a little bit like Supercross, but yet it's got the outdoor national effect to it with the up and the down hills, and I know it agrees with Jeremy.
And now Jeremy is stalking Tim Ferry, rider number 29, to pick off one more rider, put himself just a little bit closer to the front of the pack. Good line through the corner. He made that pass. Meanwhile, up front, Doug Henry is doing what he has to do. He is putting as much distance between himself and Jeff Emig as he can. And I suspect, Jim, that by doing that, if he makes a mistake, he'll have that much more time to recover.
Well, he's got a big lead right now, and I think that that's what he wants to do. He knows it's really hot out here, and he knows the track's really demanding, and like you said, he can't make a bobble, so if he has a cushion, look at that right there as he's going through the whoops. I mean, he's riding hard still.
The rider that is riding possibly the hardest on the track, rider number 15, again, Jeremy McGrath. He just moved by Larry Ward. I think that was a battle for the number 7 position. So McGrath, who started out at the back of the pack, moved up to about 10th and crashed, is all the way up now well inside the top 10. Got to wonder how well he would have done had it not been for that unfortunate incident that put him on the ground.
Well, you know, he won his heat race going away convincingly over Doug Henry, so, you know, he's got the speed and everything, and I think he's got the stamina here. He's showing it today by working up.
Well, we'll find out very shortly just how far up he can work in this pack. We're going to take one more commercial break, and we'll be back to wrap up the 125cc main event. Henry, Lusk, Craig, and Huffman, our first 4. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Cycle World. We're in San Bernardino, California for AMA National Championship Motocross. It is round 8 of the series. That's Jeremy McGrath, rider number 15 from Team Honda. Earlier this season, McGrath wrapped up the Supercross Championship by winning 10 main events. That was a record. No one has ever come close to that number. Outdoor motocross, McGrath has not quite lived up to that standard. A lot of riders, a lot of managers, a lot of spectators have asked why. They've said he can't handle this tough outdoor track. Well, to get the lowdown, we went to Roger DeCosta and said, Roger, put on your Dirt Bike magazine editor hat, if you will. Tell us what your thoughts might be.
Lately, a lot of people have been asking me about the performance of Jeremy McGrath in the Nationals. The Nationals now are midway, and I think the reason they're asking is that they've been so used to him dominating in the Supercross, winning at record 10 events out of 16. And in the Nationals, he's doing quite well compared to last year. He's doing a lot better than last year. He's still hanging in there. He's in third place. After the next heat, it could be opposite. He could be leading, and Jeff Hemmings could be in third place. So it's been a really good series, and I think he's doing fine.
Hard to disagree with the 5-time world champion and his observations. However, Jim Holley, I think that McGrath just plain loves Supercross, and he's just putting up with outdoor motocross.
Well, I think he loves the 250 better than the 125 there, and it'd be interesting to see Jeremy on a 250 outdoor national track.
Well, my guess is 1994 that's exactly what we'll see. I think Jeremy is just about done with 125cc machines. Talking about just about done, we're on the last lap of this 125 main event. Jim Holley, I think it's time to say goodbye to you for a short while. You make your way down to the winner's circle and talk to this young man, Doug Henry. He's going to take the checkered flag, and I'd like to hear what he has to say. It's been a hot day of racing here in San Bernardino, and I'll tell you what, I mean that two ways. We've had hot action on the racetrack, and the spectators have had a hot time due to the temperatures, about 110 degrees, in watching this one-moto format that Doug Henry is just about to claim. He's got a couple of more little whoops and jumps, and he'll roll up. He gestures to the crowd, roll up the face of that finish line jump. He'll collect the checkered flag. There it is. And Doug Henry wins in San Bernardino. He'll take over the points lead. Here comes Dave Arnold, the team manager for Team Honda, over to Doug Henry. And, boy, Henry has got to be whipped. There's Jim Holley, and no microphone. Henry has a problem. He's off the bike and collapsed to the ground. Jim Holley has dropped his microphone. He's helping Henry over to the side of the truck there, or the tent, trying to get him into some shade, it looks like to me. I talked about that heat, and I think that's exactly what we're seeing here.